ladies and gentlemen, to another JVS movie review. Today we bring you the review of the most talked about film of the last year and a half, The Hunt, starring Betty Gilpin and Hilary Swank, because no one else in this cast is worth mentioning for The Hunt, another Bloomberg production, if that means anything to you out there. So, let me give you a quick synopsis of this. 12 strangers wake up in a clearing. They don't know where they are or how they got there. They don't know they've been chosen for a specific purpose. The Hunt. Or, as I said through this movie, and I decided to call it Liberals Go Wild, because that's basically what the whole premise of this movie is. It was literally, it's a movie that came to fruition based off of a quote by Hillary Clinton in 2016 Democratic primary, I think it was, when she was referring to supporters of Donald Trump. I'm going to read that quote because that's the funniest part of this movie is this quote. Trust me when I tell you that. So, they call the people that they're hunting deplorables. And her quote was, when she called people who supported Trump a basket of deplorables, which is freaking crazy. As unnecessary of a comment as this movie is unnecessary. Now, all I'll say is, after the 12 strangers wake up in a clearing, a hunt starts. This movie gives no explanation about what's going on in this movie. Betty Gilpin's character, she is the main character of this. Somehow, some way, no explanation really of anything with her character. This movie is pointless on so many levels. I said through this movie I was bored after the first third of this film. I was bored with it. It is gruesome, violent, but in the so unnecessary way of being gruesome and violent, where it doesn't make sense and it's unnecessary. I don't know if it's supposed to speak to you from a higher plane of political awareness, as we have liberals here hunting conservatives, and conservatives not necessarily being the good guys, but being better than the liberals. I didn't care about any of that. All I cared about was this movie going to be good? This movie is not good. This movie should not be watched by anyone. There's literally no reason to watch this movie. I don't care who you are. During the screening, I went to a critics only screening of it, and plenty of people found it funny at certain moments, but it was long stretches, and the movie's only an hour and 30 minutes long. It was long stretches of silence as they're attempting to explain to you what the hell is going on here, and it never makes sense. It never works. Again, for people that don't know the history of this movie, before the shootings last year at El Paso and I can't remember the other place where we had the politically charged shootings that happened. Because of that, they delayed this movie, which literally depicts shooting and killing people of a different political party. And they delayed it thinking, we don't know if this could be released. We don't know if we're going to release it. And then magically out of the blue, about a month ago, everybody involved with the project decided, yes, we're going to release it now. Like, the time has died down. We can release it now during a primary cycle. Literally makes no sense to do it when they wanted to release it. And in all honesty, this movie should have never been released. It is not worth the attention it's going to get for being released. It is not worth it at all. If you saw last summer Ready or Not that came out, which is kind of in the vein of this, it's not political, but in that gruesome murder hunt vein, that movie was funny, daring, exciting, everything humanly possible, everything the hunt needs to be. And that's kind of weird because between Betty Gilpin and Hilary Swank, you have two extremely talented actors. Extremely talented in this dribble of a movie. It comes out Friday the 13th. Maybe you're hoping to get that horror movie crowd. It is no horror in this movie. It is not remotely close to being scary. It is supposed to be a thriller. There is nothing thrilling about this movie. If you just like gruesome kill shots from time to time, this is the movie for you. If you like storylines, plots, good acting, good direction, this ain't the movie for you. Skip it. Catch this on USA, maybe TNT, maybe one of your local channels when they like show you like 5-10 years go past and they show you a film that was kind of gruesome and then they edit out a lot of stuff to show it for television. That's when you should watch this movie. You shouldn't watch it any other time because it's really not worth your viewing for an hour and 30 minutes. I did not like this movie. I don't know too many people that are going to like this movie. Again, unless you're a teenage boy. Teenagers between the age of 13 to 17 will probably love this movie because of the violence in it. Anyone above that, and only teenage males. No teenage young women will not like this movie, but teenage males may like this movie. Other than that, no one else is going to like this movie because it's literally not made for anyone else to like. So, The Hunt. Out of a possible 10, I give it a 1.5. And the only reason it gets a 1.5 is because they cast Betty Gilpin and Hilary Swank in this. That's the only reason. Other than that, I could give it a 0 out of 10. But I'm going to give it a 1.5 out of 10. This has been another JVS movie review for The Hunt, the often delayed film that's finally getting released this Friday the 13th. Again, I wouldn't recommend anyone to go see this, but if you're into this type of thing, check it out. Let us know what you think when you see it. Peace, people.